Hello and welcome to the District Performance Task Debriefing video for English 1 Unit 2. So before I get started and dig into the unit map and the specific performance task, I do want to remind you that district performance tasks for English 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all required. As a district, we're learning how to best implement these across the entire district. So please offer and provide feedback on any ideas that you have and suggestions that may come to you about how to make this work better as a district-wide large-scale implementation. So I'm going to head right into the unit map, and I want to point out the transfer goals for Unit 2. Our focus for Unit 2 is building an argument, and the transfer goals in the unit map focus on how to get students to be able to act after they have grappled with a complex text and how to write well-developed arguments. So the focus here is getting through those complex arguments in a text and then being able to turn around and use what they learned as readers of well-developed arguments, and maybe some not so well-developed arguments, to actually write their own. And this goes right along with our focus standards, especially writing standard 1, which focuses on writing an argument, and the reading standards, particularly 5, on how to analyze how an author's ideas or claims are developed or refined. And then these 4 portions here are where the transfer goals and the focus standards are broken down into discrete skills, understandings, knowledge, and some essential questions to guide instruction. So let's head right into the district performance task for English 1 Unit 2. And what I did here is I took the performance task right from NC Write, and I put it into Word so that I could enlarge the text so it would be easier for everyone to see. So the required performance task for English 1 Unit 2 is that students must write a well-developed literary argument using textual evidence to support their analysis and evaluation of a literary text. So just as in Unit 1, this is the required performance task. And there is a model performance task also that is provided. It's here for us to talk about, but it's also in NC Write. So the model performance task that we created is based on kind of like a book review for students to make a suggestion for a book that a friend could read for an English class. This, again, is a very relevant text. This is a conversation that students have. It's a conversation that adult readers have as well. But for this unit, we want students to actually be able to develop a well-developed argument to demonstrate why the friend would enjoy the book that the student is suggesting. Once again, please remember that teachers are welcome to customize this task so that it can flow right into the concepts, themes, and texts that are a focus of your classroom instruction, right? And I want to show you once again quickly, how to find this prompt in NC Write. So when you log into NC Write, you can go right to prompts, and then select district and grade 9. And it will bring you to all the grade 9 prompts. The prompt is right here. It's called English 1 Unit 2. If you liked blank, you might like blank. And remember, even if you do customize the prompt to fit your classroom instruction, then you still must have your students complete their performance task in this prompt inside NC Write. Do not create a separate prompt for your students to complete. Use this one that's right here. And also remember that you must enable it for your students. So you will click on this radio button here, go up and click enable, and it will turn the red X into a green check, just like it is here. You have to do that so that your students can have access to the prompt when they log into NC Write. And let's go back to the unit map. So the goal for our district is that teachers are looking at these performance tasks and hopefully using these videos, but also using their PLC and department members to do that kind of backward mapping from the end goal for the unit. And our goal here for the unit is that students can, once again, can grapple with a complex text and then turn around and use what they've learned to write an argument. So as in every unit plan, in stage 3, we have provided some professional resources, some on-demand, self-paced PD type resources, and then some instructional resources as well. The second part of stage 3 is a best practices suggestion for the pacing and sequencing for the instruction for the unit. And here you'll see that I have featured a couple of resources that I highly suggest you consider using. They've proved incredibly helpful for students across the district and other places as well. And that is Show Me So What, and then Soapstone with Show Me So What. And I want to take just a couple minutes to show you what those are. So when you click on the link, it takes you right to the actual graphic organizer that you can use with your kids. And the basis of Show Me So What is that students can, 1, pick the textual evidence that is appropriate. That's a focus standard for this unit. We want to focus on kids picking relevant and powerful evidence. But it goes beyond that. It goes beyond them being able to explain why that evidence is the best evidence to support that claim. So for this graphic organizer, they pick the evidence on this side, and then they give their commentary or their explanation, their rationale for why that's the best evidence over here. This is a great way to scaffold an analysis or evaluation that is supported or required to be supported by textual evidence. The next tool here is Soapstone Show Me So What, and it looks very similar to the simple Show Me So What graphic organizer. And in this one, the only thing that is different is that for each box in the left-hand Show Me column, it has a facet of the text, the facets of the text that go along with the Soapstone strategy. So for speaker, they have some textual evidence about how it proves what they or who they say is the speaker. And then in the next column, this is where they would give their rationale and explanation. And it goes down through the other facets of Soapstone as well. This would be a great way to help your students work up to that performance task, picking a text and then how would they suggest it to their friend. It also works with any literary argument you're going to have your kids do if you happen to choose to customize their performance task, because remember the requirement is that it's a literary argument. So they're going to have to use a literary text here. And this graphic organizer and strategy definitely applies there as well. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns or suggestions, please don't hesitate to email me or call me. My direct line to my office is 919-560-2605. Thanks and have a great day.